Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the new chapter, that is Lines and Angles, chapter number 5. First of all, we are going to revise some concepts that you have already done and some are new for you. So now see the first, that is a line segment. You all know what is a line segment? We will revise that. Line segment has two end points. They can't be extended more. It has one particular length. So it can be written as PQ and a small line on it. So now next is a line. A line has no end point. So it has no end point. It means it can be extended in both directions. And the how we are going to represent it, what is the symbol of that? This is the symbol which we will put on AB. That is a line and two arrows in the both ends. So next is an angle. So now what is an angle? An angle is formed with the lines or line segments. So these are the two lines which has particular endpoints. So if I will put an arrow, it will become a line segment. So here AB and BC are the two arms. And angle ABC is here. This is the name of the angle because these two line segments are meeting at point B. So the name of the angle is, we always keep the vertex in the center. So angle ABC is an angle here. So these are the two lines which are intersecting at point O. So they are also making some angles, that is angle POS and angle ROQ, angle ROP or POR, SOQ or QOS. So arms names can be interchanged, but the vertex will always be in the center, in the middle. So next is complementary angles. So this is a new for you. What do you mean by complementary angles? So see here it is written angles. Angles means it is a pair of two angles. So when the sum of the two angles will give you 90 degree, they are known as complementary angles. Now look here, I have two angles, separate angles. This is the 60 degree angle, this is the 30 degree angle. When I will add them, am I getting 90 degree? Yes, I am getting 90 degree. So they form a pair of complementary angles. If I will take 70 and 25 degree, so if we will add them, I get 95 degree. So it means they don't make a pair of complementary angles. So next is supplementary angles. So now here are also a pair of angles. If they will give you a sum of 180 degree, the angles are known as supplementary angles. Suppose this is 30 degree, this is 150 degree. When we will add them, we got 180 degree. So they are making a pair of supplementary angles, or they are known as supplementary angles. So now the next is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles means which are next to each other. Adjacent means next to each other, and adjacent angle means one angle to another angle which have one ray in common in between them. Now this is an example of a book. This is one page in between this. When I am opening a book, here this is an angle A, this is an angle C. Angle A and C are adjacent to each other. Here angle C and B are adjacent to each other. But A and B are not adjacent because we have one more angle in between them, that is angle C. So A and C one pair, they are adjacent. C and B one more pair, they are adjacent. So remember some points for the adjacent angle. They have one common vertex. Here they have one common vertex, this O. Got it? So now they have one common arm also. Yes, we have one common arm, that is OE. Suppose yes, they are big. That's why A and C are adjacent angles. The non-common arms are on the either side of the common arm. This is the common arm. They are on the either side of the common arm. So why A and B are not adjacent? Because they don't have one common arm, because the arm here B is this OF. So this is not here with this A angle. So that's why they are not adjacent. So now see here, angle 1 and angle 2, are they adjacent? Yes, because they have one arm in common, and non-common arms are on the either sides of this common arm. Now the next is linear pair. What is a linear pair? A linear pair is a pair of adjacent angle. Please make sure that you will remember this point. A linear pair have a pair of adjacent angle whose non-common sides are opposite rays. Whose non-common sides are opposite rays. See this figure carefully. Angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent, of course, because they have one common arm in between, that is AB, one common vertex, that is B. But they are opposite to each other. These non-common arms are opposite to each other, but in the adjacent angle, this property is not valid or true for in every case that they are opposite to each other. But in the linear pair, this property is mandatory that they should be opposite to each other. And you can check that in the linear pair, the sum of the two angles, these two adjacent angles, is always 180 degree. This is known as linear pair property. So now see here, why they are not forming a linear pair? Why? Because they have one common arm. They are adjacent also, but these two arms, non-common arms, are not opposite to each other. That's why angle 1 and angle 2 don't make a linear pair. So now what are vertical opposite angles? These two lines LM and suppose they are meeting here at a one common point, that is O. Suppose this point is O. So now the angles made on the opposite side, see here, angle 1 and angle 2, they are opposite to each other. Angle 3 and angle 4 are also opposite to each other. You can measure with the help of D that they are always equal. Opposite angles are always equal in the vertical opposite angles. Okay, so angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4. They are known as vertical opposite angles. They are always equal in measure. So now we will start with the exercise 5.1. Find the complement of the following angles. One angle I know. The complement means you need to find which is the complement of this. I mean, after adding what in 20 degree, I will get 90 degree. It is very simple. You will subtract 20 from 90 and you will get your another angle. So the complement of 20 degree is equals to 90 degree minus 20 degree, that is 70 degree. You can check your answer. 20 plus 70 will give you 90. So the complement of 20 degree is 70 degree. So now find the complement of 57 degree. So the complement of 57 degree is 90 degree minus 57 degree is equals to 33 degree. Now the next question is similar to question number 1. Find the supplement. Now you know the property for the supplement angles. The supplement angle property says, what it says, the sum of the two angles is always 180 degree. One angle I know, that is 105. Another will be 180 minus 105 will give you 75. How I will write? Supplement of 105 is equals to 180 minus 105 degree. The answer will be 75 degree. Students, please make sure that don't forget to put the sign of degrees everywhere, because we are talking about the angles, not the line. Now the one more part is